Homecoming, featuring Cultist Orion and Cultist Sinopa, made by some horny cultists. In the far reaches of space within Vanguard Coalition territory, light years away from the megabase, a beautiful queen tends to redundant matters upon the intercoms in her royal throne room, in her royal castle. Unbeknownst to her, a man average in height and average in build has docked his old vessel at her castle to seek none other than the queen herself. As the clock strikes midnight, the chimes echo through the halls of the majestic abbey, and the queen shuts down her monitor, setting off to bed. The man, average in height and average in build, creeps within the shadows of the grand pillars, still searching for the queen. The queen tucks away under the thick velvet covers of her bed. A sudden feeling of intense heat washes over her, and she begins to peel off the layers. The man, average in height and average in build, makes his way up the royal staircase, in search of the royal throne room, in search of none other than the queen herself. The queen, filled with an unbearable sense of heat and excitement, too intense to dismiss, begins to reach for her lower set of lips. She crawls out of the thick velvet covers of her bed and begins to please herself in such an unsightly position. The man, average in height and average in build, silently makes himself upon the final set of stairs and leans upon the royal doorway, the only barrier between him and an unfathomable world of heat and young restlessness. The man, now filled with great poise and composure, breaks through the mighty archway with a great presence. His eyes gaze upon, what a beautiful but unspeakable sight! The queen's posterior, soaked from juices of pleasure, and her unsightly face, twisted and contorted in pleasure. The queen stops and turns. "Oh my, what do we have here?" she asks with no intention to her current presentation. "Orion, what brings you to my castle?" The man of average height and build left shocked. His eyes wander across the spectacle presented to him. "Sinopa, I've come to tell you of the return of the cultists. Please come back to us. Leave this forsaken kingdom behind. This chaotic mess of a galactic giant come to us, the cult. But please tell me, would it be better if we discussed this at another time?" he responds, still unsteady from the disgraceful sight before him. The queen smiles. She lunges onto the man with immense fervor and lust. "Oh dear, Orion, now is the best time, although it will take convincing for me to return to such barbaric people," she says as she strokes a hand across the man's not-so-average member. "Convincing, huh? I think I know what will convince you." The man elegantly and passionately wraps around the queen as he kisses her, intertwining their tongues. The queen cries, "Oh, take me! I've always held a special place in my heart for you, Orion!" In a blur, the man throws his clothes into a dark corner and begins to rub the queen's clitoris, hard from her feelings of love and passion. Suddenly, the man's not-so-average member found its way into her pussy, forcing its lips to open and take all 9 inches of the man's not-so-average member. The man began to caress her in ways the queen just couldn't help to oblige, and in turn, the queen pulled the man's face towards her, and they couldn't help to kiss her lover. As her soft moans filled the room, the man began to thrust his girthy shaft, squelching a moan of pleasure from the queen. The queen began to finger her wettening pussy, her whole body trembling as she played with the idea of being a helpless fuck toy. With each thrust, the man poured a few samples of brie into the queen virgin's womb, which enticed her with a need for his seed. The man sped up, ripping apart the queen's delicate body as she squirmed and longed for the final climactic thrust. As the man sped up and let out hot puffs of erotic air, the queen knew that what she longed for was coming. With this in mind, the queen let out her most intense moan. She spasmed with pleasure and squirted her love juice, which escaped out through the inner edges of her pussy. The jets of womanly pleasure shot across the man's enormous cock and pushed him to his limit, which awoke a primal instinct inside of him. A deeply rooted power within the cultist brotherhood. Unable to contain his love any longer, with great fervor, the man slammed his shaft against the queen's womb and filled her up with thick ropes of sticky white spunk. The queen let out a final soft moan as the man unsheathed his 9-inch cock, causing his seed to leak out from the depths of the queen's stretched insides. "Welcome to the cult, Sinopa," said the, in a way, not-so-average man, as the couple dozed off on the floor, limbs intertwined in the queen's royal throne room, in the queen's royal castle. End.